I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Damn!
In this video, I briefly explain why DEI is nothing new and how you contribute to a form of DEI in relation to the workforce. Now look, there's been a lot of talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, also known as DEI. Many people, including our president, have a gross misunderstanding of the principle. They think DEI initiatives are about hiring unqualified minorities. And let's face it, when they say unqualified, the mainstream far-right media are mostly talking about black people. Charlie Kirk kind of goes back and forth on his stance about this. He mostly thought DEI prevented the most qualified person from being hired, but then makes a statement where he is concerned for black pilots being qualified in general, which in my opinion is just ridiculous.
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Now let me make this clear. Anyone hired for a job should be qualified. Both political parties agree with that statement. DEI is about companies expanding the application pool for underrepresented individuals. It doesn't mean those individuals are guaranteed jobs, nor does it mean companies have to follow DEI initiatives because DEI wasn't federally mandated. Now let me ask you a question. Why would a company knowingly hire an employee who can't benefit their company? Every business owner is a capitalist. Hiring an unqualified employee would be self-sabotage. But you know what? Let's say DEI was preferentially favoring minorities for positions. And?
Mr. President. Whoa. Hang on, guys.
Do you not realize we discriminate all the time? Nepo babies are preferentially hired and accepted into universities. That's always happened and will always continue to happen until the end of time. However, you probably forgot that you discriminate yourself and have benefited from it. Ever heard of the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? For all of you against DEI, that's literally a DEI statement. Hiring friends to a company, hiring that neighbor is DEI. Especially if you didn't even try to interview other candidates who are potentially more qualified than the person you know. Unfortunately, that's just life. And you know what? I'm okay with that. And the reason I'm okay with that is because we don't hire solely based on a person's resume. We interview candidates to determine their best fit. If you were an employer, would you hire the most qualified person on paper who has qualities that hurt the company? For instance, let's say he's arrogant or doesn't work well with others or is just socially awkward. None of those factors are seen on a resume or a CV. You wouldn't know that unless you've spoken to the person. And interpersonal qualities can make or break a company and are vital. So yeah, if you want to get rid of DEI, get rid of all discrimination. That includes your friends, your family, and your Nepo babies. Hire solely on merit. If that happens, I would be okay with that too. If that were the case, there would be no point in interviewing people. Just verify that their CV is correct. I guarantee the workforce would look a lot different and the people in your company would be a lot more intolerable.